Hello again, and thank you for joining Jeff and Jenny's Classic Restorations, or should I say Jenny and Jeff's Classic Restorations. She's becoming a bit of a diva these days, this girl. But anyway, it's only a couple of days later since the last video I made, but I haven't got much time in the following week to do now because I'm back to work. So I thought I might as well get on and do this. So I've still got semi-eye infection now, but everything else, touch wood, is okay. And today we're going to try and reassemble that Minarelli, the engine anyway, for the Cimatti, and then hopefully we can get it back into the frame, but we'll see how that goes. So come and join us, and we'll get back.
I don't want dog food, I want sirloin steak.
Here we go, back again now. I did get another load of that white sludge out, rinsed it out with some a bit of WD-40, but once we get some decent oil in that should be all right. And this has all been cleaned. The crankcase cover there, or the clutch cover, I've got the new gasket on there. They came just a couple of days ago, so I'm just going to, I want to go around with some of this Moped blue. This creates a little bit of a better seal. As you know, this is going to be carrying oil in here, so we'll just go around with this for a little bit. Okay, let me just finish this off, and I'll go and get the other half. Okay, so there's a case, and it's got the blue one of my stuff on there, and the bolts are ready to go on, so we can just slip this back on. If this weather gets too windy, I might have to go back inside, but it's just nice to have a little bit of a sunny day. So yeah, so all these bolts have been cleaned up, and I put some ACF 50 on there, so I'm going to just go round and tighten these up, and I'll see you in a minute. I'll move back inside for now. It's not, at least it's not raining, but it's windy, so I'm just getting this head gasket on at the moment. I put some of that gasket sealer on there again, and I'll just push this down into place there, just give it that extra seal. And right, so we need to get this on in a moment. So I need to just clean this cylinder a bit, as we've got bits of grit in there and everything. So let me just give that a quick rinse out with some, I suppose, WD-40 for now. Make sure that's clean. Piston's clean. Put some oil on there as well, some 2-stroke oil, and then we'll try and slide this barrel down there. So let me just get that sorted, and we'll get the head on. Okay, so the cylinder is now clean. I'm just going to drop a little bit, if I can, onto the crank shaft in there. So it does feel very smooth anyway. If I spin that, you'll see it's lovely compared to some I've had. It's not grinding. So I'm now just going to get some 2-stroke oil around the piston. That should do it. And rub a little bit in the cylinder. It's in there. A bit more on the other end. Okay, I'm just going to change my gloves because I don't want grease all over everywhere else, so I'll come back to you in a minute. Okay, so I'll put a little bit of that gasket sealer on there. I'll make sure I've got this the right way round, because you know what I'm like. That's the, oh god, that's the exhaust. This will be my luck. Okay, so this exhaust at the bottom, so hopefully we can get this down here now, and then we can try, excuse the mess here, try and compress these rings, and it should go on, I hope. There we go. That's it. Lovely. Okay, right. Give that a quick. That is, that's actually lovely and smooth. That oil's gone a long way for it. Right. Okay. So next thing, I'll come back again, and it's finally the actual head. I had planned to just polish that up, and I actually put it in the ultrasonic cleaner last night, hoping that it would come up better. I tried polishing it, so it hasn't, but I've decided to just go for the heat resistant black on there, same as this, so it just would have looked a bit weird, so I'll keep it all the same. Now this is their gasket, which first time I've seen one of those, like just for that, and that just fits into that that ring there. But I'm still going to give it some of the gasket sealer, just to give it that extra edge. I don't know if I need it or if I'm doing it wrong, but I feel I need to. So let me just put some in there first of all, just around this edge. So I'll just rub it. I don't want too much in there, but as long as it creates a little bit of a seal, that's all we need. Okay, so go around the edge there. Just wipe the excess off there. And it should just drop into there. I didn't see it. That should just drop into there. There we are. So it should hold in there. I'll just put a little bit around there as well. So I don't want to go too mad, but I might just put some on the edges here, because these are, they don't need a gasket, but anything to help seal, that's what we need. Just around there, and on this mating edge here. So forgive me if I'm wrong, but I do like I like to have something like a paper or something, metal gasket, but this seems a bit of a weird one. But never mind, we'll try. Hopefully that won't fall off. Now I remember the shorter fins go that way. Maybe they don't. Well, I think that's it. I don't know though. Maybe not. Sorry. Let me just turn it around again. Stop. Yep, no, that is right. Looking at my pictures, the shorter ones are this side, so that's we must get it right. Now we can put on these little washers. Okay, one more. That's, oh no, it's not it, is it? Oh. Sorry, bear with me. I'll come back to you. Well, just had lunch, so I've got the bolts on now. There's a lot of mucking about, keep falling off, but they're all in now. So we're just going to tighten these up. I have got a low sort of torque wrench, but I don't trust it. So I'm going to just go by feel. So we do this in the crisscross pattern as normal. And so I'm just going to go by feel on this. I think it's about £10. Okay, I just as I just talk them down a little bit more, and we shall get on with the other side. Just put the fan back on again now. We're going to have to go back into that. That'll be towards the end, because I need to get a puller to get the flywheel off, and also we obviously have to adjust and clean the points. But it all looks very clean in there, but we will come back to that sort of towards the end. So we'll just get the cover back on now, hopefully. So this goes in the fins of the, around the fins. Tie up. There we go, easier said than done, isn't it? came off easier, didn't it? Alright, bear with me, you're going to be mucking around all day again. Let me just get this on and come back to you. After a bit of mucking about, finally got that on. We're going to put the inlet manifold on now. I'll put a little bit of the gasket sealer on there. So this was the screw that wouldn't come out, so that will go in first. Somewhere, there we are. Why does this never work on camera? Does it ever? Let's get the other one in then. We can see. Okay, well at least that one's going in. Let's get this one started. Alrighty. Okay, I'll get that last one done and we'll move on. Obviously that works off camera every time. Might as well put the new spark plug in just for now, just to protect it in there. Of course, if that goes in, oh, for God's sake, isn't it real, isn't it? That's it. Right, we just put that in loosely for now, and we'll sort that out near the time. Right, okay. So well, I suppose we can just get the exhaust on then, and I think maybe we'll get it into the frame, because there's a few things that can't go on until that's in the frame. So we'll get the exhaust on next. Okay, there we are, one heat resistant painted exhaust, a bit battered, but very rare, so not much we can do with that. You'd never get a new one, I don't think. So basically there's the gasket on there. It's just going to drop on there, and that's to hold the back of it. There's this little clamp there to tighten up. So that's in, and they just need tightening up, so I'll do that, and we'll see if we can get it in somehow into the frame. I'm sorry, we're out here in the wind again, so please ignore the wind noises. Just to let you know, we're going to try and get the engine back in now into the frame. But I bought this a little while ago. This is a tail light, comes from China, with the number plate fixings in place. I was going to go for the original type, but then on the original ones you wouldn't have got that sort of, for Britain, the clear lens bit to light up the number plate. So it's a stop and tail light, but obviously I'm just going to use the tail light. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to run obviously the positive all the way as far as I can down to the back, and the negative would have gone through the frame before, but I'm going to run another negative wire back so we get a much better connection back here. So that's the plan. So before I can get the engine in, I've now got to poke these different wires through enough length through the little hole, because you can't get to that once the engine's in. So I'm just going to thread that through now, and then we'll come back and hopefully we can get this in, so without any problems, but that remains to be seen. Okay, that wire's in there now. I hope I've got enough length there, should be. So as I'm on my own as always, this is going to be a bit fiddly about scratching the paintwork, so I'm going to try and jack this up slowly and get it in position. I hope this idea is going to work. It just saves me sort of lifting it and positioning it. So I suppose that's not pumping up. No, here we go. think we got the top one in there. Just down off a bit. There we go. There's one. There we go. There's one. And another two here. Oh. Right, okay, well, at least we've got one in. I think I'll move the jack up a bit just to get to this end. We'll just get one bolt in there for now, one nut. We know that one's in. Okay, that would do for now. So I'll move the jack up now and get these last two bolts in. You're probably glad you didn't see that. Basically, I had that nut in first, but then that wasn't allowing this one to go in. So I had to take it off again, slide it up from this end, and they went in fine, and then do that one. So that's in for now. I think whilst we're here, just for a little bit of protection, I'm going to put this in. I bought these a little while ago. They're sort of aftermarket foot pegs again. Weren't expensive compared to what they are in China. So hopefully these will go in here. Let's see. This will give a bit of protection to that paintwork and the engine. And another less bag sitting in the shed. So that's it. There we go. I don't know if I've got the right spanner for the moment. I'll do that in a minute. Yes, I have, yeah. Right. There we go. So that should protect that. Look at that. Perfect. Right, I'll do the other side. Well, as I mentioned the other day, this is the level mark here. So we take that out. I'll go there for a minute. Now, this is too bloody small for a funnel. So I've got this tiny little thing. It's probably going to be ridiculously small. It'll take ages. And we just fill that up until it comes out of there, and we stick that one back in again. So I think this is going to take me quite a bit of time. This was the it's a 30 grade oil, but it's detergent free. So that's what they're supposed to have, detergent free, but there's been a lot of debate, does it matter or not? But anyway, I've gone for that, so we'll put that in there, and then once that's done, we'll call that a day. Well, you would be pleased you didn't watch that. That took absolutely ages, and it's now coming out of there now. I thought I didn't even know I was going to have enough with a litre, but finally got there about 3/4 of a litre, I would say. So we got there eventually, so that's all right. That can go back in there, and we know it's got some decent oil in it. I'll give that a quick right there. Okay, that'll do for today. Okay, well, that's it for another week. I hope you did enjoy that. A little bit of mucking about with getting that engine back in, but that's done. We've got the oil in there now. I need to get on and do the back wheel. I'll do that off camera at some stage so we can roll it in and out. So thank you so much for watching, and thank you for subscribing, and please subscribe if you do like the videos. Please take care out there. We'll see you next time. Bye bye.
Bye bye, everybody.